What is one of the top reasons why men and women look older than they really are? Today's guest is going to talk about her looks before and after, you guessed it, kids. Welcome to Follow Your Beauty, the video podcast where every segment is a journey for younger looking you. I'm Dr. John Mendelsohn, Medical Director of the Advanced Cosmetic Surgery and Laser Center. And today we're talking about how raising kids can put years on your eyes. Plus a little bit later, what's in and what's out, what's hot and what's not in the world of plastic surgery. So welcome back, Crystal.
Thanks.
I've got two kids. You just mentioned that you're having a birthday. But my kids are having a birthday too. They're 21.
Oh yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, and I'm pretty old. I feel old.
No.
I look old. In fact, ironically, I called my friend 2 days ago, and I'm going to have my eyelids done. Yeah, he's actually going to come out here to do them. So I've been talking about it for about 17 years. I think on a previous episode you told me you thought about it for 2 years. I've thought about it for a long, long time. But this isn't about me. It's about you. So what I found interesting is that you made some comments about your kids through this process, through your True Selfies journey. And I'd like to go ahead and just run a little video, and listeners can go ahead and listen in on what Crystal had to say at the time.
Okay, I never really liked it. Like from a teenager, I didn't like it. But once I had kids and the stress came and I got a little more tired, these started like drooping and I looked noticeably tired all the time.
Sounds to me like you might be blaming your kids a little bit.
A little bit.
We either blame our parents or our kids.
Yeah.
So you know, you've talked to us in the past about the time frame, and you know, you've thought about this for several years.
Yes.
What was it? What do you think changed in the 2 years preceding this? You did talk about your kids. You've talked about just running around. You know, we all, you know, any parent out there knows that we all live active lifestyles. We're running. We're on the go all the time. Mm-hmm. We do what we can for our kids. But tell me a little bit about that and how that played a role.
Yeah, I think that for me, it was really once my kids got just a little older, you know, 5, 6, 7, and I started paying attention to myself a little more. So when they were babies, it was all about dressing them and paying attention to them, and I didn't hardly even look at myself. And then once the buns came down and I started, you know, putting on makeup and looking at myself, I was like, oh, what happened the last few years? This doesn't look like it did before. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, we gotta do something here.
Gotcha. Well, let's take a look at some of your before photos, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So when you look at those photos, obviously we know you're talking. You know, when you look at your photos, you're seeing your eyes. But how does that make you feel? How does that take you back?
Honestly, when I look back and I think about it, I wish I'd done it sooner. I've just been so happy every day since I've done it. Like literally day one, the day of surgery, I looked at myself, oh, this is going to be good. This is good. So I really honestly am like, why did I think it over? Why did I mull it? Why did I wait? You know, it's important to find the right doctor, of course, which is you.
Well, that's very nice. Thank you.
But, you know, once you find that right doctor, do it.
So we've got a few photos here of, and that was taken. I mean, you know, you've got a beautiful smile before and after, but you know, looking at that, I mean, you certainly do look more refreshed around the eyes. We've talked in a prior show about a little bit about different anatomy. We didn't really term it that way, but we talked about the upper eyelids in men and women, but particularly in women, if you look at the before photo, some of the fullness that you had, I think you shared that you've always had that, and most people do. It's just the way we are. And throw a little bit of being tired, a little bit of aging, although I hate to say that in somebody's 30s, but it's true. We start to see some changes, and we lose some elasticity, and the next thing you know, we reach this point, this trigger. So in your after photo, you don't have this huge eyelid crease. We can see your eyelids now. You look fantastic. And what's important, I think, for people to understand is that the tissue that's just beneath the eyebrow here is what we call infrabrow skin. It's not actually the eyelid skin. And so if a patient comes in and they say, hey, can you go ahead and remove all of this? I really can't stand it. Obviously, we don't do that. If we were to do that, we would drop the brow, we'd pull the eyebrow down, and we might leave somebody with the inability to close their eyes, actually. So those are important things to communicate, on the front end. And everybody has different types of results because of that. So tell me a little bit about your job. I know you work for Macy's. Tell me a little bit about that, what you do, and the types of people you are around, where image or self-esteem might be important.
So I work for Macy's. We're a retail company. We all dress nice there. So I'm a project manager. I do mostly learning design, some coaching, talking to people all day, every day. Surrounded, Macy's is a big company. I'm surrounded by young. People seem to be increasingly younger. I don't think I'm getting older. I think
that
for
happens.
some reason they're hiring all
Right.
these young people. So there's a little pressure to not compete, but to hang in there because I'm interfacing with a lot of younger folks, and they look great, and so I want to look as good as they do.
Has it made any difference at all in terms of how you carry yourself, or those?
Yes, absolutely. It's absolutely made a difference. I'm absolutely more confident and don't feel like I'm the tired old mom showing up to the meetings with the young go-getters.
Have any of those youngsters, has they commented at all?
Yeah, I have one friend who's 27, and he definitely gives me comments and tells me I'm looking good.
Okay. Who might that be?
Oh, it's my Josh.
Okay, all right. Well, good, because I think we're going to have Josh on the show a little bit later with you.
A lot of fun.
Yes, he is. So, I think you've done beautifully. I'm thrilled that you're happy. And, any comments about, any general comments about your blepharoplasty or the recovery from it?
It was surprisingly easy. I mean, it's really the easiest thing I've ever done. I've had 3 C-sections. Those were not pleasant at all, but that was my frame of reference for someone cutting a part of your body. I understand it's a much larger part, but with this, I was like, oh my gosh, what? Like, just, there was no pain. I can't even describe how weird. It was really weird that there was no pain associated with it. I was tired the first day and then really ready to go.
Well, fantastic. Well, good. Well, thank you for joining us. We're going to turn to Julie for what's in and what's out in the world of plastic surgery. Julie?
Celebrity facelifts gone awry, and can snail mucus make you look younger? In today's What's In, What's Out, What's Hot, and What's Definitely Not in the world of plastic surgery. I'm your guide, Julie Whitney. Get ready as we tour the world and search the headlines to help you become a younger you. A new year is upon us, and if your resolution is a more refreshed and youthful looking appearance, you've come to the right place. What's hot? A facelift that gives you a refreshed and youthful appearance so you still look like you. Dr. Mendelsohn's advanced facelifts are done under local anesthesia right here in our OR in about an hour. The end result is a refreshed and natural looking appearance where you still look like you. And no more sagging jowls. I had my advanced facelift done back in 2015 and traveled to see my son just 3 weeks later. He didn't even know that I'd had it done, but all the other moms at his fraternity weekend were telling me how great I looked. Check out my before and after photos. And 54-year-old actress Brooke Shields recently spoke up to Watch What Happens Live host Andy Cohen, revealing that she's been too scared to get any type of cosmetic injections or plastic surgery. If Brooke only knew how far facelifts have come and how easy the recovery is, I might have to start tweeting her about the advanced facelift. She's undoubtedly afraid of what has happened to some of her celebrity peers. What's not hot? A facelift that causes you to look windblown or tightened and pulled back, overly done, or like an artificial version of you. Check out Joan Rivers, R.I.P. Joan. Her skin looks like it's pulled so tight that she's about to burst. And check out Jennifer Grey of Dirty Dancing fame and her before afters. She is virtually unrecognizable. And then there's Priscilla Presley. I'm sorry, but her facelift is a total train wreck. What's hot? Preventative treatments at a younger age to thwart off the wrinkles before they hit. According to a 2018 study done by the AAF-PRS, 72% of plastic surgeons saw an increase in cosmetic surgery and injectables in patients under 30. By getting regular maintenance treatments at a younger age, patients can often postpone or prevent more drastic measures down the road. Injectables like Botox and fillers have become so mainstream. According to this same study, 4/5 of all treatments performed by facial plastic surgeons in 2018 were cosmetic, non-surgical procedures, thanks to the subtle but noticeable results and reasonable cost. What's not hot? Millennials wanting extreme fillers to look fake and overdone. Seriously! A 21-year-old lady named Serena Smith from Toronto recently spent $15,000 on plastic surgery, insisting she wanted to look as fake as possible. Here she is in her before picture, where she thought she looked too bland. And then take a look at her after photos. She increased her bra size from 32A to 32 double D and has also spent $8,300 on Botox and fillers. It takes an awful lot of product to spend $8,300. Her boyfriend, who's a bodybuilder, asked her to stop, but she says her desire to look fake is the same as him wanting bigger muscles. She says he's just jealous that people are stopping and staring at her in the street. Just can't imagine why they're doing that. And what's hot and slimy? What started as an Asian beauty trend has crawled over to the US. Snail facials are exactly what they sound like, applying live snails to the face. The theory behind this $250 alternative to more commonly discussed beauty treatments is that the snail mucus contains proteins, antioxidants, and hyaluronic acid, which all rejuvenate the skin. As for me, I'm sticking to Botox, fillers, and escargot. That's it for today's news in plastic surgery. You can see more of my plastic surgery journey and also follow your beauty by going to 351face.com. Why not sign up for a younger you today?
That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Follow Your Beauty. For this and other episodes, please go to 351face.com/follow your beauty. You will learn more about Studio A rewards savings there. In addition, feel free to sign up, log in, schedule your complimentary consultation, and we'll be happy to assist you. Crystal, thank you very, very much again. We appreciate it. And we hope that you tune in to other episodes of Follow Your Beauty live from Studio A at Advanced Cosmetic Surgery and Laser Center.